I'm going to shake things up this week because, well, nobody watched last week, but I still want to cover the CFL at least a little. Instead of talking about every game, I'm just going to talk about one, the game of the week. Saskatchewan took on Calgary in this Week 3 showdown. Entering the game, the Riders were 1-1, but that one loss was a shootout to Winnipeg in a fantastic game. Calgary is also 1-1, but they are way less impressive. Their only win was against Ottawa, and, well, that's not that hard. I did call this game the game of the week, but that doesn't mean I watched it. In fact, I actually gave up at halftime when the score was a riveting 6-3. The Stamps got the ball first, and on that opening drive scored a field goal. Then, crickets on offense. The Riders responded with an 11-play drive that resulted in an 18-yard field goal because they didn't want to go for it at the 11-yard line. After a pretty good punt return to start the second and one good pass from Jake Maier, the Stamps got in range to try a 46-yard field goal. It was made. The Riders then had another 11-play drive, but this time the kicker missed. It went like this the entire first half, back and forth, making field goals, missing field goals, 2-and-outs, constantly. It was boring. So I just turned it off. Little did I know it was set to be the first overtime game this season. It was a super close game the entire way. Each team was trading blows with each other fairly evenly. Here's the problem with that. That works for Saskatchewan. Trevor Harris has been lights out so far this year, and the Riders' offense has been humming along quite well. The same cannot be said for the Stamps. In their transition away from Bo Levi Mitchell, they have decided that Jake Maier will be their future. So far, he is not impressing me. He had a bad week 1 and a so-so at best week 2. Now, to be fair, Jake did have 288 yards in this one, plus a touchdown. Oh, but did I mention he also had 3 picks? In shootouts like this, you just cannot turn the ball over, especially as many times as he did in this one. By far, the most egregious pick came in the second overtime. Let me set the scene for you here. It's second down, which is basically third down for the CFL. The Stamps need a conversion here to continue this drive, but even if they don't pick up the necessary yards, it's okay. They are in field goal range, which would tie this one up once more and send it into the third overtime. The play is in. It's a pass. Maier takes the snap, but is pressured quickly. He rolls out to the right and...
He escapes. He looks into the end zone. Intercepted!
Why the hell did you throw that pass? No, seriously, why? The receiver was double covered and had no positional advantage whatsoever. Your kicker was 4 for 4. He's also one of the best kickers in Calgary history. Just throw the ball away if there's no one open. At least then you would have prolonged your chances at winning. But instead he just lobbed one right at the Riders' defense. And Nick Marshall becomes the hero for Saskatchewan for 1 week. Listen, I get it. Jake is a young player. He hasn't really had that much experience. He's taking over for a fantastic quarterback in his own right that's been struggling this year. But still, Jake needs to learn that you can't do that, and fast. Because right now, it's not looking good for Calgary. They are almost in last place in their division, and the last place team is the Elks. Trust me, you don't want to be compared to the Elks.